A 10 gallon seems an ideal size for one Betta splendens. Some people are dead set on putting something with a Betta, thinking it'll get lonely. But in my experience, a lone Betta splendens in a 10 gallon seems right happy. A Betta needs a heater and a filter and a little room to move around. Just because it can survive in a tiny jar doesn't mean you should keep it that way. The ideal temperature for a Betta splendens is 80 degrees. They can live for a long time at room temperature. It's certainly not good for the fish's health. I'm super happy that my local pet store is willing to buy plants off me. They know I'm going to turn right around and spend all the money they give me. Last weekend I sorted this Pogostemon stellata. It's the tall stem plant in the background with the nice long stringy leaves. I think it fills this scape in very nicely. I spent some time cleaning the surface of this driftwood ornament, and there are a few smaller pieces of driftwood about it. I'm using the smaller pieces to hold down some Java moss and a Java fern that was just an extra plant that the pet store gave me for free. That's one of the first plants that I had any success with. It's pretty well indestructible. Propagates very well, and although after a time all my Java fern just simply died out, I think it's because I had attempted to grow it in a tank without a fertilized substrate, and eventually it consumed all of at least one nutrient that it required, so the plant didn't do well. But I do believe with using compost in the substrate, my tanks seem to contain all the essential nutrients that plants require. I don't add any liquid fertilizer or root tabs or any of that sort. Just processed horse manure seems to have all the elements that the plants need. This little Betta splendens is a female. I think she has really good color for a female. I generally go for a female rather than a male because the males are so highly select bred that they're inbred and not very robust. Especially the ones with the long finnage have difficulty swimming. They've been bred for what looks good to people, not what's best for their health. I wouldn't mind having a plakat, that's a short fin male. But invariably the placats that my local pet store sells run about 30 bucks a piece. This little female only cost me 5 bucks. And after being with me for a week, she's a real chow hound. Begs at the glass constantly, so I have to resist the temptation to overfeed her, of course. But she is a joy.